Xin Ciao, what's up everybody? Alright, we are going to walk from District 1 to District 2 over the brand new bridge behind me. We've done it before, but I actually want to walk across and see if there's anything over there. Like, see if you get an apartment over there, like what it's going to look like for stuff around there. And then we're going to time how long it takes to walk from here to the other side into these apartments, so you can see if it's walkable to walk from this area over back here if you rent in D2 in these new apartments. And if you can still get here in a pretty quick motion. So there's some beautiful views up here. Before we get into the video, I'd appreciate it if you liked, commented, and subscribed. If you didn't like the video and you got offended, unsubscribe, dislike, and leave a nasty comment. So let's keep her moving, eh? At the end of the day, I like making content. I hope you guys enjoy it. So this is what we're doing today. I want to get away from Winway for a while. We've shot so much stuff there. It's been wild. As I discussed in other videos, half the content for YouTube is now going to be on Patreon, exclusive to Patreon, no embedded URL from YouTube on Patreon, actually uploaded to Patreon servers themselves. So if you want to see my content and additionally support the channel, you can sign up for as little as $5 a month, which is 16 cents a day. Also, if you're going to want to take some kind of tour, that's going to go through the Patreon as well. I do believe you'll have to first be a Patreon, and then we can set up the pricing and tiering for what you want to do in the DMs on Patreon. So you'll have to be a part of a Patreon for that. All right, so let's take a look around. So this place really has some nice views. This is going to be the other video we do today when I get back. I don't know, I think that'll be on the main channel too. Then we're going to shoot the third video. So you got Landmark 81 over here, Vin Homes, Golden River over here, and then you've got the Masteries project, which the video on the Masteries, I'm going to recommend that you watch, because I'm going to explain a lot how these projects don't get finished. And kind of this video for this is going to be, will this Masteries project actually get finished? Because I'm on the fence now if they're going to be able to finish all this. I have a sneaking feeling that they're not going to get through all their buildings. So I mean, the views are absolutely fantastic up here. If you have not yet come and walk this, if you're down here, you know, by ROS, which is a fantastic restaurant, I highly recommend it. A little bit more expensive, but the food is delicious. Great drinks, great staff, great cocktail staff, great place to get a bottle of wine, hang out with some friends. Two places over here are the biggest two boats for doing night cruises. Now you pick those up in District 4 now, so you go just right over the bridge here, and you can't miss it. You saw it in that District 4 walking video. Over here you've got B Texaco Tower. B Texaco Tower is where all the lady bars are at. There's around 100 to 150 in about a 5-block radius. You've got Lotte Hotel over here, which is a Korean chain of hotels, very good hotels. You got the La Meridian over here. And then of course you've got Winway down there. And then you've got the new wharf. All right, let's walk this. So let's start timing it. Okay, 3 minutes. So they're building all these apartments over here, and they're not cheap. Like, these apartments are going for more rent. They're going for about the same price as Golden River, which Golden River just keeps going up in price. I don't know why they think people are going to rent it. It seems that they're starting to collect a bunch of inventory because they're asking way too much. They're asking 21 million to 22 million for a 1-bedroom now. 2-bedroom, anywhere from 23 for a super low floor all the way up to 27, 28 million. If you want to see the prices for this stuff, just type in 28 million dong to USD or whatever your currency is. I don't really do the to USD because so many different countries watch my channel. And then the 3-bedroom's going for like 35 to 55 million. I mean, crazy prices. But I don't know if they're too warranted, you know? Try to get it out. I gotta start messing with the light settings on this camera. Start to dial them in for at night, since we film a lot at night now. I mean, you can see why all the people are stopped here right now, though. I mean, oh, we're on a timer, so I'm not gonna stop. I want to see how long it takes to walk across this thing. And then from the end of the bridge into, like, well, the beginning of Japantown, it's about 5 more minutes. So I think this is going to be a 10-minute walk, or even less. We're at a minute now. We're halfway through. Almost halfway through. I'd imagine where the arch is, that's a halfway through point. Now it's photo ops. Everybody's super into photos in Vietnam, including my wife. And all Vietnamese are, even the dudes. Hello! This is photo op city right now. Everybody's taking a selfie. We haven't been down here since it opened, but as you can see, it's now become a pretty popular place to come hang out. I'm surprised there isn't some like tea ladies setting up shop here. They probably tried to, but they didn't allow it. I mean, this can't be the safest thing in the world right now to have all these bikes off to the side. Xin chào. Ciao. Everybody's super friendly like usual. Photo after photo. I'd imagine this is the halfway point. 3 minutes, so it looks like it's going to be 6 minutes total. Oh, Nazio? Are we speaking Korean? Otoke Nazio? She must be studying Korean. So a lot of kids study Korean here too. You'd be surprised the amount of Vietnamese girls that know Korean and Japanese. A couple of Wynn's friends are fluent in Japanese. I know a couple of girls that are fluent in both Japanese and Korean. We've talked about this before. Languages are not my cup of tea. You can make fun of me all you want. You doesn't try. Yeah, okay, I don't try. It is what it is. I'll never really be proficient in any language other than English. Unless I actually really put time in. The only languages I really want to learn are Korean and Japanese. Hello. So this is part of these new apartments here. They are not cheap. I don't understand the price point. It's confusing to me. There's a whole problem with the housing and pricing. Of course, we're going to do another video about that, but I think these are like for a one bedroom, $700 or $800. Somebody looked last time, I think, if you guys want to look. So if, yeah, if you look it up, just put it in the comment section. So we left at 3 minutes, about 5 minutes. So I'm kind of just keen to see what's over here too. Like, what happens when you do rent an apartment over here? Do they have any kind of grocery? Is there like a Winnie Mart around here? Or is it just going to be like GS25s? Which technically you could get most of your stuff there, but it becomes inconvenient when there's not stuff right by you. They got a bunch set up down here. This must be a popular space to come have coffee and like look at the river. Oh, they're building a GS25 over here. Or is it like a pop-up GS25? It almost looks like a pop-up. I've never seen a tented GS25. I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll go take a look at it. Out of curiosity's sake. So that was a 10-second pause, 20-second pause, so we can deduct 20 seconds. I think we can roughly call it about a 7 or 8 minute walk across the bridge. So 15 minutes, so almost the same from walking from, for example, from like walking from Golden River to pretty much down here. So very comparable on time, not that big a deal. So by scooter, that's gonna be a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes probably. I don't know why this is blocked off. You can just walk over it. I don't know the point of that. Vietnamese can fit right through that. Maybe they're worried about this construction site. I don't know. These apartments are nice. But I don't like $700-800. Like, it seems like they're trying to do a major shift on how much housing costs here. Like, they're really going for it, especially like in the nicer segment. Because Vietnamese are starting to want to live in nicer places too, man. once you get a taste for it, like, I was talking to my wife, I'm like, you really think you would want to move into like a regular house now with chickens and shit and random stray dogs running around and karaoke? She didn't say anything. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm not a proponent for a house either. I've had a house. You know what a house is? Bust out money and fix shit all the time. I didn't find it to be anything charming at all. I had a pool and shit. Yeah, guess what? You gotta pay a pool guy to come fucking clean the pool all the time. Fucking. Not into it. I'd much rather, like, this is why high rises in a lot of Asian countries took over pretty quickly. Like, Korea used to be a largely household house place, and now every Korean doesn't want to mess around with taking care of a house. They'd much rather have a high-rise apartment or a modern apartment. So what's the name of this place? The Galleria. I think we looked up the Galleria, and it was $800 for a one-bedroom, and like $1,200 for a two, etc. Which is aggressive pricing for being in a kind of unideal location. How should we say? I would say unideal. And the way they do construction is really weird too. Like I said, we're going to talk about that in the next video. From what I see on this building, this looks like it lost some of its funding, because this should be going full steam right now still. And there's nothing going on. I'd have to come here during the day, but it seems to be what happens. They start losing funding when they don't pre-sell enough units. And then sometimes it just grinds all the way. I'll leave that for the other video. This is why I don't recommend pre-buying an apartment in Asia. It's a common tactic in Philippines, all over. This isn't just here. Thailand even, I bet. But I know for a fact that in Philippines it's the same. Quarter 2, 2023. That is not finishing in quarter 2, 2023. They wish. There's a 0% chance that finishes in. You haven't even finished all the floors. You think you're going to be done in 5 months? There's a few guys working on it. I can see a few guys grinding, but this isn't the amount of people you would want. So right away we can see a Highlands Coffee here, which is good. You're getting a lot of traffic. So what's happened with this bridge now is people use it to go around traffic. When there's rush hour like there is now, this becomes a big go around to like avoid the rush hour, if you get what I'm saying. So we're actually going to take a left here. It sucks there's nowhere to turn left. They're really making you go all the way down, including me. That's a bold move. It's fine. Let's go down and take a left. We can do this wall's a little high. This concrete wall's a little high. Looks like they did that on purpose so somebody can't walk across like I want to right now. So we're gonna go actually over here and see what kind of stuff is in this place. This place looks like something that lost funding as well. Hello. Yeah, this looks like a lost funding possibility too. And of course, a lot of people lost funding from COVID effect, you know. Another masterpiece. This reminds me of Playa del Rey in LA. This is exactly like the vibes of this, minus water. This is the same thing they did with Playa, and then it eventually worked. And now Playa is like its own little sub-super city. Playa del Rey is next to Marina del Rey. Venice is next to Marina del Rey. And then there's Santa Monica after Venice. Although you couldn't pay me $1 million to live. If you gave me $1 million, I would live in LA for a month. Or up to a year. Yeah, probably up to a year. Sure, would I waste? Yeah, I would live there for a year for $1 million. Shit, hell yeah. Be like, Winnie, let's get you that green card. So we're not gonna walk down here. What is down here? Probably possible planned ideas in the future. Yeah, probably for whatever subdivision or subsystem they think they're gonna have. Oh, there goes a rat. Hi, ratty rat. Hi, buddy. So you've got a lot of different places here. We are officially in District 2 now. This is District 2. So let's cross the street. I don't know why they left the street crossing here empty. You can see where it was planned. And they got no stoplight here, so it's a shit ton of traffic. We'll get it though, we'll make it across. There's always a little break. And then we can walk back on the other side so we don't have to do this twice. It is very odd that they don't give you a walkover spot though. Very, very weird. Hello. Alright, let's go for it. Come on, bitch. You know what I need. You know what I want. Oh, they're doing it too. It's a good workout riding up that bridge on a bike. The problem with a bike for cardio is you have to go so far. I mean, you have to do twice as much as what you would have to do on foot. So you'd have to go be riding around for hours on that thing to get a really good calorie loss on it. Biking would be good if you combined it with running. Running a half hour a day and then doing a half hour on the bike. That's great. I've just now added swimming back into my rotation, so we should start to see some weight loss. Again, I'm going to the gym a lot and I'm lifting heavy weights, so I'm not obsessed with looking at the scale. More how my body looks when I have my shirt off. And then I measure all my my BMI and stuff too. That's been dropping and muscle mass has been going up, so I'm doing something right. So we got a Highlands coffee. We got a GS25. The most thing I'm curious about personally is there an actual grocery store here? Because that would be a total pain in the ass if there wasn't. You got a big GS25, so you got a 2-story GS25, maybe even a 3-story. Let me see here. Looks like a 3-story, so a 3-story GS25. So that's good. So you've got a really big GS25. They're gonna have a little bit more stuff probably than your average GS25. Highlands Coffee goes all the way up onto the 2nd floor too. So you got a nice big Highlands Coffee. We got security. This place does look super nice. I'll give it that. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Let's go walk on the other side. All the security guys. Hello! So that construction on the other Galleria is pumping still. So that hasn't lost funding. They've pre-sold enough of these. The security guy's giving me like a weird look. Watch, he'll tell me not to film. I'll bet $100. So they got a big parking underlot garage. Looks really nice. Oh, I got away from him. He had the look on his eyes of, I'm about to make up a rule that says there's no filming here. Which is common in Vietnam. We have a Chinese restaurant, Si Tao. A fancy restaurant. I don't know, it doesn't look like they're making any business, so how long can you sustain? I mean, this is the lunch, or the dinner rush now. It's 7:30. You don't have one person. You've got this big staff. I mean, that won't last long. I promise. You can't just throw money away. These are all 2 floors. That's 2 floors. So now we've got all for lease. So I mean, we're gonna walk around this whole thing because sometimes places lease out to gain momentum from what side of the building is on. But for me, as it sits now, this would be a not move to. There's not enough squeeze for the blow. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section if you would move here. I'll try to get the pricing on it when I get home tonight and put it in the comments or in the video as it plays. I have a sneaking suspicion though a lot of these places are going to lose funding this year. Like I said, we'll talk about that in another video. How many times have I said that? Charlie. Notice that they're even calling this new metropolis of Saigon. You rarely see Ho Chi Minh City used. The only people that say Ho Chi Minh City are tourists, people that just moved here, and that's really it. I don't think I've ever heard a Vietnamese call Saigon Ho Chi Minh City, or anyone that's lived here for a while. Just FYI. The metropolis for lease and for sale. Oh, so you can buy the shop house too, like outright buy it. They probably want some crazy price like they do in like Golden River for one of these things wants like 30 grand a month. So you never see any like mom and pop like pho places show up. Oddly enough, we have, even though we've moved, we've had, before I moved, a pho lady open up one of the shops at a place that was like 22 grand a month, and she sells pho for like 8 hours a day. I'm like, huh. And usually what that is making some money clean, if you get what I'm throwing down. So now we are looking at the Golden River and the new project, which is Mastery's Marriott. They were going in a different direction, and now it's, what is it, Italian. They're Italian. So oddly, you had a place rent back here. I don't think this is coming soon now, from what I can see written on the door. It's possible it's coming, but this place will fail too. There's not enough people here. It looks like there's some kind of notice of I don't think anything's happening with this. They probably gave up. But this is probably a way cheaper block, like a cheaper business to rent, because it's not on the front. So it might be even half the price or 30% off. I priced out a lot of stuff during COVID, so I don't know the prices now. They're probably higher, even higher than what I was just saying. This place is like a ghost town. If you're a person that likes really quiet and you like to go drive to the grocery store, get stuff, and you don't need to really have immediate access, and you've got the money to spend and you want really high end, this could be a really good option for you. Like a really good option. And the inside looks nice. It's really fancy. It's more fancy than Vin Homes. Any of the Vin Homes. This is actually like fancy. Look at this water fountain in the middle. This looks great. There's people living here, so people are moving here, but you can see all the vacancies right now. Look, I mean, they're everywhere. Like, look, if you're looking at a Vin Homes Golden River and possibly a Central Park, and 90% of these are going to be lit up because people are home. I'd say they probably have 50% vacancy. And I'm going to guess it's a lot of affluential people living here with a lot of money, because these are a lot to rent. So they did a really good job on this. This looks really nice. I do believe this place allowed dogs as well. I can't remember. Okay, we got another thing here. What is this? Usually you'll see some real estate companies and shit here too. They like to get offices at places like this because it looks nice. What does that say? Sky on here. Interior design. So this is an interior design place. That makes sense. If she gets enough business, or he. There's just mainly a lot of empty stuff. You'd think there would be, if I was 7-Eleven, I would open up a location here already. If I was Winmart, I would open a location here. If I was Mini Mart, I would open a location here. I would open a location here if I was all of them. The people, that stuff's always busy. That GS probably dominates because they're the only one here right now. What do we got here? Sushi restaurant? Yeah. So they are coming in high end. Kyo Watami sushi. So I guarantee you this is going to be expensive sushi. They'll probably have like A5 Wagyu, all that stuff. And that's to offset the price. Again, I think it looks really nice in here. Let's take another look at the Galleria. This is the Galleria in District 2. Coming soon. I wonder if... Only thing I'm not seeing is it doesn't look like there's any signs of construction work going on. You know, you got traditional Japanese hot pot over here as well. It looks really nice. What's coming over here? Mama Sen's. I don't know what that kind of food that is. It looks like fusion Vietnamese food, possibly. So again, I think it looks really good. You know, what a beautiful place. This looks nicer than any of the Vinhomes projects. This looks nicer than a lot of places right now. I mean, as it should be. It's brand newly built. But I can see why the prices are higher. They're giving off that, you know, rich vibe. I imagine in the parking garage is all Mercedes and Porsches and shit. I would almost be willing to bet. So Mama Sen's. I don't know what kind of food this is. Looks like, it does look like Vietnamese fusion food or like fancy Vietnamese food. So these are all big, really high ceiling. Like, look at the high ceiling. It's still so odd to me. It's still all so like cheaply made with the concrete. The stairs that are too short. You'd think in something high end it'd be a little different. So if you want to rent one, sales one at highgate.vn. And then this is like, these are the units that a McDonald's could come into, or like a Loteria, stuff like that. So again, this is another construction zone leading down here. They block these off. They don't even let you come in. I kind of thoroughly enjoyed the walk around here. You know, if there's more stuff going on here, this could be a very, very possible solution for somewhere else to live besides District 4, District 1, District 7, you know. This looks like this is going to be something. We just haven't announced what it is yet. Seems like Highland's the hottest show in town. The Highlands Cafe. Oh, we got another business here. What is this? Lines CTC. Oh, it's another new thing. CT coming soon. What is this, a gym? It's a little too small for a gym. Probably one of those like freeze off the fat in 20 minutes type deals. Those are getting really popular here. That's not gonna work. Shop house for rent. So they must have just rented this one or switched listing units. So here's if you really want to rent something here. I can tell you it's not going to be cheap, but here's the price. Alright guys, let me do something thumbnail-y here. Trash cans look nice. If you smoke, quit smoking, start vaping. Best choice I ever made. The Galleria. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.